that broader perspective. Everything that we ever speak and every process that we ever offer is toward the end of you finding vibrational alignment with the whole that is you. Because you have been, you see, you were non-physical energy before you came into this body, but even while you're in this body, that larger part of you exists. And in this experience, that larger non-physical part of you is expanding because of you. So how do you separate out what part of this source energy, what part of Abraham is Esther, what part of Abraham is Jerry, what part of Abraham is you, what part of this thing that you want to maybe call God, what part of God am I? How do we find which piece of the clump am I? And we say, this is an all that is energy that is focused in a variety of places, but each and every one of those places has as much access to the whole of it as any other part of it. And so here is when we say Elsie, Cat Elsie, is non-physical energy too, who was expressing herself in a different way in a physical format. But how do you separate out the energy that is in your cat from the energy that is in your dog, from the energy that is in your food, from the energy that is in you? And we say it is all about intention, it is all about focus, it is all about perspective, it is not about hierarchy, it's not about moving your way up the karmic scale, it's not about some aspects of it being more evolved. It's about all of it being source energy expressing itself delightfully in this eternal, expansive dance. And every part of it, in other words, in the same way that we cannot separate you from the soup that we call Abraham, we cannot separate Elsie from the soup we call Abraham either. You see what we're getting at? No reason to do that. Here you are in your physical format having your glorious experience and every part of it adding to all that is. Now, sometimes humans who want to be at the top of the pile or want to be here for reason and expansion and growth, they are uneasy at the idea that all of us continue to exist because we cannot cease to exist. In other words, it's just a given. Life just continues to happen. And it turns out, and you know that when you reemerge into non-physical completely, and we're wanting to help you to find it here, the only reason that anything that is source or God, which is everything, continues to, the only goal that it ever has is the joyous experience of joyously expanding, you see. It's not for getting something done because that can't stop happening. The contrast insists on that.
Yes, Abraham, it leads me into, once, this is going to sound strange, but once you tick the box of, okay, I'm blending, I'm evolving, I'm actually seeing all this happening. But I want to know how, I really want to know how to make the tools work better. This is a beautiful physical experience that I've been playing around with for 50 years.
What we're wanting to help you to feel is that it's not about anything that you do, and it's really not about any tool that you use. It's about a perspective or an understanding of who you are and why you're here to begin with. In other words, if we could just convey to you that you are source energy here for the joy of experience and expansion, but that joy is what it is all about,
yes,
then all of the tools would fall right into place. Well, we're not kidding you. We've said this on a few occasions, maybe even as we've been here together. We say, you